Everyone thought 2025 was the best year of sneakers in a while, but 2026 might be better. Hey man, say man, Sermon Too Real in the cut on the mic, and today we're gonna be doing a top 10 best sneakers to come out this year, 2026. If you're new to the channel, make sure to drop a like, drop a sub, hit the notification bell. Always dropping fire sneaker content, stuff like that. But we're just gonna get straight in this video, y'all. I just did a top 10 like best sneakers that dropped last year, but now it's 2026, January 4th right now, and we're just gonna get straight in this list. So the first shoe I have on the list, so we're gonna go top 10 to bet. We're gonna go from like least best to best. Obviously all these shoes are fire because they're on the top 10 list, and I think I'm obviously gonna miss like 1 to 2, maybe 3 fire sneakers that like I'm just not thinking of on the top of my head. But this is like the top 10 sneakers that I've seen lately that's on the top of my head that I know are fire. So yeah, we got a number 10. So we got the UNC Jordan 5s, which I'm gonna pop these on the screen. These look very similar to the black metallic 5s. All right, I'm gonna pop these on the screen now. These are like a black metallic competition shoe. Like they're, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, which one do y'all like better? They're on the screen. I honestly think probably the black metallic 5s I like better, just because the metallic 5s like have like a few better details, like the metallic on like the midsole, like where like the Spizike type, you know what I'm saying, pattern is. But these are pretty fire. They have a UNC like insole, so it's very hard to see the inside, like the blue tips. You pretty much just see like the blue little hints like on like, you know, near the tongue and stuff like that. So it is nice to get those like little blue hints, so it does make the shoe look more fire. And they're expected to release July 18th. UNC Jordan colorways are always fire, and if you didn't know, I'm sure y'all know, but the reason why he does these UNC colorways is because he played college basketball at, you know what I'm saying, North Carolina. So I do like North Carolina blue a lot, so this is definitely a shoe that I could pick up maybe for the personal, but we'll have to see. Yeah, but on to the next shoe. Okay, so the next shoe, this is a Hypebeast shoe. This is a fire shoe, like fire colorway, and you know what I'm saying, it's an off-white. I'm gonna have them pop on the screen, the Sesame Air Force One off-whites. Now these are a new colorway. They did do the off-white Air Forces, like the pack, like the green ones, the Brooklyns, the UNC blue type ones. I think those are called the I forget what those are called. It's like on the tip of my tongue, but the blue one. Then they came out the lemonade one. So they came out those 3 not long ago. Like actually it was kind of a minute ago, like 5 years ago or something like that. But yeah, I'll pop up that on the screen. Now these are supposed to come out in spring, so that could be, you know, we'll have to see, you know, around one of the spring months, so probably around April, March, we'll have to see. So in a few months. Now these are actually probably going to drop. This is not just like a rumor. Like I think these are going to drop because they're already on StockX. There hasn't been no sales yet, which makes sense, but highest bid is $2,200. So this is a shoe that's going to be very hard to get. I feel like it's going to be interesting to see where they're going to drop. Probably at like certain retailers, like probably like the tier 0 boutiques, like the high end boutiques, and then maybe probably Sneakers App for sure. So it's going to be really hard to get on Sneakers App because, you know, if you know the other off-whites go for like $1,500 to $3K. These are probably going to do around the same. We'll have to see though. It's going to be interesting to see where resale is going to land. Is it going to be like a $700-800 shoe, or will it be like a $1,500 2K shoe? Now this, I'm not the biggest Jordan 1 low guy, but these, I saw them and I like the red on them. I like these a lot actually. I'm not, like I said, I'm not the biggest Jordan 1 low guy. I like the highs better, but you know, last year, like 2025, they dropped the Jordan 1 low band breads with the 85 cut, which I actually kind of wanted for the personal, even though 85 cut isn't the most comfortable cut I heard, but they do look like a bread colorway. Just goes nice. Like my first Jordan 1 that I copped, like for the personal, like I'm pretty sure I copped obviously some mids before that. I remember the first time I copped a Jordan 1, I didn't know, and I went to Champs or something, and I got like a Jordan 1 low, like a Jordan 1 mid, not Jordan 1 low. And yeah, I went to school the next day, and my friends were like, nah, that ain't it. But this was like the first like hype Jordan 1 I got, the 2016 breads, which actually ended up going for like a lot of money, like later down the line. But I remember buying those at like SneakerCon Atlanta, and they're going for around retail around the time. I feel like probably like a little bit over retail. So that was during the Jordan 1 hype era. I mean, the real Jordan 1 hype era was 2020, but like 2016 Jordan 1s were still like more in demand than they are now. But when OG colorways come out like this, for example, the band bread high 85 cuts that dropped last year, I have those on the screen. Those still go for like $400 or $500 right now, like $350 to $450 really. But these low ones are supposed to come out, and they're the band breads, and they look really nice to me. They look like shiny in the pictures I saw. They look pretty fire, but now I'm looking at these pictures, the leather quality looks really nice on them, honestly. And this looks like a cool shoe. I think retail is going to be $150, and they're supposed to drop summer of this year, so it's probably like May to August. So it's going to be cool to see how this shoe is going to do on the resale market. I don't think they're on StockX yet, but let me check. Yeah, they're not on StockX yet, but yeah, this is a fire shoe, OG colorway. I think these are going to be a cool personal to have. I don't think that these are going to go for much resale, but maybe I'll get proved wrong if there's not much stock, because people didn't think, I think a lot of people said that the band bread highs that came out last year weren't going to go for much, but then they ended up being super limited and only dropped at boutiques, and they never even had sneakers released. So yeah, on to the next shoe. Now this is another insane shoe that's coming out this year. Even though Virgil, like the owner of Off-White, passed, they're still dropping these releases, and usually shoes after a guy passed that's related to him go for more. Hint, Kobe's. Yeah, really Kobe's is a perfect example. I can't think of any other shoes because really only Jordans and Kobe's is like the poppin' like sneaker models right now. But the freaking Alaska Off-Whites are supposed to come out this year. March 28th is a set like release date time. These are really fire, but they are an all white Jordan 1 and they're very expensive. They're gonna be expensive. I feel like retail is gonna be $230, so that's, you know, still not too crazy, you know, same as like a normal GR Jordan, but this is an Off-White like designer collab Jordan 1. So this shoe's gonna go for a lot of money. Right now on StockX there's asked for around 2K-ish. I mean, there's no ask yet because I don't think no one has them. I mean, I have seen a couple people with early pairs, but I don't really think you're supposed to like have early pairs, but it doesn't really, anyways, it doesn't really matter. But someone does have a bid for 2K right now on them. I think that's kind of we'll have to see how much they're going for, how limited they're going to be, but they're going to drop similar to, you know, any other limited shoes. It's going to be at tier 0 retailers and then, you know, Sneakers app. So it's going to be pretty hard to get, but we'll have to see how hard is it really going to get. The last ones that came out was Off-White Euros, which is the same exact shoe. The only difference is the Euros, they call them the Euros because they were like made in Europe, I'm pretty sure. And then these, they're called the Alaskas, so I'm assuming that they're made in Alaska. So pretty interesting. Or they're just called Alaskas because they're all white. So I'm pretty sure that these were created somewhere in the US though. I did hear that from someone, so either Oregon or somewhere. And this is gonna be a crazy release that will probably, you know, break the internet. So it's gonna be crazy. We're gonna have to see how much they're gonna be reselling for. Let me know in the comments, do you like these or no? Because they are all white, an expensive all white sneaker. So I think they're still gonna go for bread, but the all white definitely does kill it compared to if they drop like an all black with like white hints, like Air Force One, Virgil collab Jordan 1, it'd go for bread, I feel like. But this one's just still gonna go for bread because this is a crazy collab. So these are supposed to come out January 10th, the Wolf Gray Jordan 5s. Now these are super dope. Jordan Brand's been doing the Jordan 5s lately. They dropped the Black Metallics last year. They dropped the Tokyo 5s. They dropped the Great 5s. I can't think of another one they dropped, but you know, they've been dropping a lot of 5s. And you know, I think the best one to drop last year was probably the Black Metallics and the Tokyos and the Grapes. I'm not the biggest fan of the Grapes, but these are super clean. The Wolf Gray 5s, like these are fire. I really like the suede on looks quality. The gray has a 23 logo on the heel. Icy Sole has those speckles on like the midsole. I'll have pictures on the screen. Now these are going to be retailed, I think $210. Yeah, retail is going to be $220 actually, and they're going to be coming out February 28th. So that's going to be next month. So it's probably like the closest release on the list, y'all. So you know, it's the beginning of the year, so it's going to be kind of slow for a little bit for sneakers, but I still got some fire content on the way. So make sure to drop a sub, hit the notification bell, that good stuff. I got some fire content on the way. That's all I'm gonna say. Now this is one of my favorite Jordan 3s that's coming out, the True Blue Jordan 3s. I like that name better. These are pretty much the same as the Wizard. Yeah, they're the same. You know, you can call them either the Wizards or True Blues, and they just dropped in 2023. So it's kind of interesting that they're coming back with these like so soon. The only thing better about the True Blues that's coming out is it has a Nike here on the back. Now this is one of the Jordan 3s that I really liked whenever I was getting into sneakers. This is a fire pair. This is a pair that Jordan wore on the court, so this shoe probably will do well. We'll have to see stock numbers and stuff like that, because Blacksmith 3s, that was a really like dope, you know, OG colorway that, you know, kind of bricked because they're very accessible. But that's okay. But these True Blue 3s are, you know, definitely fire. I'm not like the biggest Jordan 3 guy, but I do like them. This is definitely one of my top 5 best Jordan 3s. I think these are just super clean. Nike on the back has the red inside, like under the tongue, pretty clean. Let me know if you're going to be going for these. They're coming out July 3rd, and retail is going to be $220, I'm assuming. Yeah, retail is going to be like $210 or $220. So let's get on to the next shoe. So we're getting in like the last of the sneakers, but we have the Nigel Jordan 4s. Now these were leaked last year whenever the Brick by Bricks came out. Someone was wearing them at like a fashion show. They had these on feet, so we already thought that they knew that these were going to come out. But actually, I thought that these were like a friends and family, but these are coming out summer this year. So these are pretty fire. They're called like the Cinnabar Jordan 4s, but they pretty much look like a fire red Jordan 4. But I think the red's slightly different. It does look like more like a cinnamon type logo, Cinnabar, whatever you want to call. Has the bike here on the back. Black midsole, has a check by, you know, the toe box. This is a pretty fire sneaker, very clean, all white. I don't think that these will go for as much as the Brick by Bricks, though. I think the Brick by Bricks went more crazy because it was like his first Jordan 4, you know, he did do a Jordan 1 before that. I think he did another one before that. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe the Jordan 1 just only. But then, you know what I'm saying, he dropped the Brick by Bricks in the Jordan 4 colorway, and that shoe just crazy details, just like all orange, reddish look, like suede is nice on that shoe, like just pops. I don't think that this shoe will go for as much, but this shoe would definitely still, you know what I'm saying, be kind of hard to get. I think that these will drop probably at certain boutiques and, you know, Sneakers app. This is not a shoe that's going to drop at Foot Lockers and stuff like that because it's a collab. So yeah, really clean shoe. Let me know if you like these or not. My personal resale prediction for this shoe is like $350 to $450. Honestly, I don't really see them being more than that, but we'll just have to see, y'all, because they might be limited or something like that. But will they follow the Brick by Bricks and be like the next like holy grail shoe that goes for like $550 to $700? I don't think that they're going for that much. Maybe early pairs will, but whenever they come out, I think this will probably be like a $350, $400 shoe, so it won't be too expensive for people who want it. We're in the last 3 of the sneakers. This is like the only Jordan 6 I've always liked since I got into sneakers around 2015, 2016. This is like my favorite Jordan 6 for sure. They're coming out the white version too, but I don't really like the white one. I like the black one. The black really goes with the red infrared 6s. They're coming out February, so next month. So it's a sooner release. They have the Nike on the back, icy sole. I really just like how the Jumpman is on the bottom of the Jordan 6s, just clean. I like how the Nike Air hits on the back. It's just a really fire shoe that, you know, just will look good with like black jeans or some. Honestly, Jordan 6s you can wear with shorts too, but I think they look best with pants. But yeah, I really like these. These are my favorite Jordan 6s. They're gonna be coming with a little hang tag, a cool little box. Retail is gonna be $215, so after tax it's probably like $230, $235. So let me know if you're gonna be going for these. I think that, I don't know, I might get these for the personal, I might not. I'm trying to, you know, slow down my personal 2025. I was gonna say 2025 was a hectic year, but actually I didn't keep any pairs of shoes for myself 2025. I already have enough heaters that came out like 2023, 2024. But let me know which sneakers that you're going to be buying for sure, or, you know, probably whenever they drop, you might just end up, you know, copping them just if you get the chance. Now this will be coming out next year, like well, at the end of this year, so in a minute, low key, like we were just in December, so it's gonna be like a little minute. The last time these came out was 2016. Is the Space. This is the top 2, like my favorite of the year, I think, y'all, so far. Like hype aside, like this is just fire colorways. I always like the Jordan 11 Space Jams. I always like these. I like the Gammas more, so low key, I like to get the Gammas for the personal over these. But the Space Jams is another, like, definitely top 5 favorite Jordan 11s. So I really like these. Has the 45 logo on the back. I wish I did the 23 logo, but that's okay. Has a nice purple Jumpman, which is clean. Just a clean Jordan 11, all black. You cannot go wrong. Pretty much just, you know, a bread but purple. So you cannot go wrong with these. Fire, but they have icy sole, not like a, you know, purple sole or anything. So pretty clean. And then my favorite that's coming out this year is, now I'm not really mad about the Jordan 4 Bread Reimagines because I do like the leather ones, but I am a little bit like iffy. Like I wish I waited, but it's all good. I've gotten a lot of good wears out of the Bread Reimagines, but the 2026 Jordan 4 Breads are returning. Well, they last came out in like 2019, so it'll be about 7 years ago pretty much, because they're coming out 2026. So it's gonna be fire. Retail is gonna be $220. This is definitely, you know, apparently they're gonna be OG, like true to like the OG build that came out closer to the 1989 one. So yeah, so they came out before 2019, last in 1989. So that's why in 2019, that's why they went for a lot of bread, and they were going for like $400, $500, which is a lot for a GR Jordan. So yeah, pretty clean. Let me know if you're gonna be going for these. It's definitely like one of my favorite Jordans of all time. Just super clean. I just love the bread colorway, how the gray little hints with the red and the all black. Just easy, clean to wear shoe. So let me know which one is your favorite to come out this year, or which one you're most hyped about. I don't want to make this video too long, but that's my top 10 favorite of the year. Appreciate you made it throughout the whole video. Stay tuned for more fire videos, y'all. Drop a like, drop a sub, hit the notification bell. Peace. God bless.